Inside Yuri's mind, once again. Oh, now we're going in to look.
It's been 3 weeks now. 3 whole weeks since chaos was defeated. The conditions outside are perfect. No rain clouds in sight, calm waters, and a noticeable breeze. I'm finally almost done building a boat to escape this island. It took a while to gather everything needed to build the boat. Some of my animal friends were able to help with that, but it's almost time. I just have to secure a few more ropes to have a functioning cotton sail, and I'll be good to go. I've made my own bag out of the palm fronds and vines, and gathered from every lychee fruit tree I could find. I've got to bring back my hero's favorite for him. Securing the last knot on the base of the sail and inspecting everything I've done, my excitement increases stupendously. I finally get to see him again. Oh, I've waited so long for this. I finally get to live out the rest of my future in happy.
Lady Yuri!
Oh. Looking away from my dotted little boat shows Ellie, who seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Her sapphire blue eyes show sadness. Ellie?
Do you have to leave?
Some of the excitement in me is replaced with hurt at those words. I carefully walk over to her to attempt to comfort her. Listen, I'm sorry, Ellie, but we must part now. My life must go on, as I have someone I love that I have to return to. The both of us stand there, unsure of what to say next.
Love is I still don't understand what that feels like. This feeling so crazy that it would make you want to leave all of us.
My heart is starting to hurt. How do I go about explaining this to her? Oh, I'm certain you do, my dear.
But how? I'm the only elephant on this island. It really begs the question of how I got here in the first place. I don't have anyone special that makes me feel the same way.
Sighing to collect my thoughts, I gingerly place a hand on her ear and start rubbing out of comfort. Of course you do, Ellie. From what I've seen from you during my time here, I think you know a lot about love already.
I do?
You've shown it so many times, and I bet you didn't even know. Remember when you and I first became friends with Randy, and you thought of the idea of building a shelter for him, and went through with it? Eyes, that was a long face, nods at me.
Well, I mean, elephants kind of have the longest face if you think of it.
Remember after the attacks on our island? You traveled from one side of the island to the other with banana bunches in your trunk. All so that the monkeys on the other side wouldn't starve. Or that time when you spent the night with the ostrich friend Espresso because her home was destroyed and she needed company? She's still left unable to speak. You've done all these wonderful things for your friends because you love them, whether you know it or not. Chaos may be gone and things may have mostly returned to normal, but I'm sure your friends still need you more than ever. Just like how I need my hero and he needs me. He's helped me with so much in life. Looking at the faded red and white healed marks on my arm make me miss him that much more. And I want to go home to help him out. He hasn't seen me in so long. I bet he's worried sick about me, about our future. Nobody's been there for him that he can turn to in times of need, of pain, of strife, to reassure him that everything will be all right. I just want to be there for him, to be a couple like any other, to hold each other like any other. At this point, trying to stop emotions from building up is almost impossible. You don't have to wait to find that special someone in your life to find out about love. But who knows? Maybe there's a boy elephant lost and wandering that roams this island that we don't know about. I say that to try to lighten the mood, but it doesn't seem to work. As she closes her eyes, a lone tear rolls down her cheek. I don't want to say goodbye. I'm trying so desperately to hold back tears and for my voice to not break. But I'm failing as I embrace her and she wraps her trunk around me. Ellie, I'm so sorry I have to leave. I'll never forget this island and all the friends we've made. All the adventures we went on. Each and every good time that we've had. And how much I love you so. Stepping away from her with tears starting my eyes, bending down and shakily kiss her forehead as one final goodbye.
Laying down? How short is this elephant?
We're turning away from her, returning to our boat. We carefully hop on board, put on my makeshift ladder from the stand, and begin paddling out into the open water. Tears start streaming as I get farther away from the island, with nothing surrounding me as the sun slowly starts setting. I'll miss you dearly, Ellie, but I'm finally coming back home, my hero.
And so the Donkey Kong Country fanfic ended. Wow, it's been so long since I've last gone through this ending, and I forgot just how painful that ending was. Taking the back cover of the book and closing it, I accidentally closed it over Yuri's fingers, which I completely forgot were there. Oh, sorry about that. She doesn't respond. Looking over to her shows a defeated look similar to what was shown on the walk to her house. I mean, I know the ending of my book was sad, but was it really that much to cause this kind of reaction? Hey, everything alright? She pauses for a bit before speaking and places her hand on her arm I bandaged up.
Ellie, I'm scared about something.
Hmm?
I'm not sure if I can stop myself.
How am I supposed to respond to that when I don't know how to go about doing that? I can't help but sit next to her, feeling awful about this helpless feeling. She probably wouldn't like it if I didn't respond back, though. Does anyone in the club know about this? She shakes her head while avoiding looking at me. Maybe it's best if nobody knew about this, then. No. Do you want to see someone about this?
No, I don't want to. I don't feel that it's progressed far enough to warrant that.
Right. She said this started 2 months ago. That sounds pretty early on to me. I don't know, bro, that's kind of a lot of cuts for 2 months. Well, I can respect that. Seeing people like that can be scary sometimes. I'm guessing you want to try stopping by yourself? She manages to nod while still looking away from me. Well, count me in then. Taking a pause to see what kind of reaction she'll give is ultimately fruitless. Keep going then. I might not know what to do, but let's not face this alone. If you ever feel like wanting to do that again, text me, call me, start banging on my door, wake me up in the middle of the night. Please, just anything. She's giving me that one intent look again. Maybe everything's running through her mind? She has had a rough day today. Poor girl.
Is that really okay?
I nodded her to confirm. Of course. Anything to make you feel better. There's an unusually long silence between us. I don't feel like I said anything wrong. What's going on? That's when she closes her eyes and practically leaps at me. Hugging me tighter than I was expecting, it gets to the point where I lose my balance and we both end up falling over on our sides with me mere inches away from rolling off her couch. Once we land, she buries her forehead in my chest and I realize what kind of situation I'm in. That's when I wrap an arm around her back, the other behind her head, and carefully place my head over hers and close my eyes.
Ellie, please, promise you won't leave me.
I can't help but feel a sense of importance as we're like this. I think I want to hear the same from her. I'm not going anywhere. I don't ever want to say goodbye to you. After a moment, she buries her head deeper into my chest and tightens her grip on me. Cautiously having my fingers flow through her hair, my breathing becomes much more relaxed as we enjoy each other's company. As close as we are to each other, it feels like my feelings are trying to escape my body and meet hers. She's so warm. I wish I could stay here forever. Maybe she's feeling the same thing? Is this what it feels like to care for and protect someone you love? Love. Is that really what's going on? I could get used to this. It feels just as nice as when we were watching the fireworks yesterday. I'm surprised I didn't make any sudden movements as my eyelids bolt upwards at the sound of the door knocking. Yuri doesn't seem to react too much. She seems rather peaceful. I really didn't want this to stop, either. Speaking gently in her ear, I release my grip on her. I'll get this for you. She slowly, almost reluctantly, eases her grip on me until I'm able to break free. Slowly getting up from the couch and walking over to the door to open it shows... Oh, for Christ's sake. It's Natsuki, and she looks irritated for whatever reason. What could she possibly want?
Alright, what are you doing here?
Hand goes to the back of my head. The way she's looking at me makes me more nervous than I'd like to be. I'm helping take care of Yuri. Didn't want to tell you guys.
Well, of course she did. I just wanted to see her and check up on her, like how a friend would.
I don't like that tone of voice. I already did that for you. It was pretty bad. That's when she crosses her arms at me.
Bad enough where I can't come in and see, huh?
Oh god, no. I'm pretty sure Yuri wouldn't want anyone to know about what's going on. I slowly start closing the door out of instinct. It'd be best if you didn't. She doesn't want company right now. With her squinting her eyes at me, she looks like she's about to barge in any second.
Are you sure about that?
As she actually takes a step forward, I close the door even more out of panic and have my voice be muffled as only the top half of my head sticks out the door. Yes, please, I mean it. An awkward silence plays out between me and her.
Of course. You would get special privilege over all of us. Go figure. She wouldn't have gotten sick of you two and shared food a few days ago, you know.
You cannot be serious right now. I have no idea how to respond to that as I stare at her inquisitively as her smirk goes away.
Jeez, you're no fun.
I can't help it if I don't know what to say. She then brings a hand close to my face and starts waving as if to get my attention or something.
You still there, bro?
Look, I'm sure that Yuri will be fine tomorrow. We should both be there tomorrow.
You know what? Whatever. You'll both be sorry if you miss out tomorrow.
With that, she turns away in a somewhat animated fashion and walks away, to which I breathe a big sigh of relief and gently close the door. As opposed to gently opening it. I have no idea how to feel about all that, as I'm walking over to the couch and see Yuri sitting upright.
Holly, is everything alright?
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just Natsuki being herself.
Okay. What did she want?
She wanted to check up on you, but I told her I've got everything under control.
Good.
She makes herself comfy by laying down on my right side again. But leaves enough space on the couch for me.
Come here.
I can't help but smile at her words as I do what she wants with excitement building up inside. Once I make myself comfy with my arms around her upper back, she buries her head lightly into my chest again as I carefully lay my head down hers. Hey, you gonna be able to make it to school tomorrow? She manages to bury her head into my chest twice as if she's nodding. Good. Monica wants to speak with all of us tomorrow. She doesn't respond. All I can hear is her breathing. Well, at least she knows. I wanted to save you. I would have done anything I could. For a few moments in my life, you made me feel as if I truly meant something to someone. About 3 hours later. Give or take. I'm finally back home after such a long day today. Once Yuri was up and about, and it was time for me to leave, as much as I didn't want to, she insisted that she walked me back to my place, to which I didn't protest. She stayed rather close to me the entire walk there. Here, rather. Which, while I didn't mind, I couldn't move on or one of my arms the entire time. That's an acceptable loss, I guess. Abrupt end of music.
Hey, Holly.
Her grip on my arm somehow tightens as we continue to walk. I hope my arm doesn't fall asleep.
Thanks for all your help today. I don't know what I would have done without you.
A small smile appears on my face. Anytime. I say that, but I can't shake off this feeling of helplessness from earlier. I have never had to deal with anything quite like this before. It's a miracle I was able to think of bandaging her up, but that seemed like common sense. But yet again, with what happened to my older brother, I guess I'll just have to do my best for her.
She deserves it.
I swear I'm not tired, huh? Looking over to Yuri to distract me from my thoughts shows a much more content look from her, which is quite pleasant when compared to the mood from earlier today. Man, her smile looks so good on her, I hate it when it disappears. Hey, that's an idea. Why don't I write about this? Somebody to tell her I mean what I say. Yeah, I think she'll really like that. Once me and Yuri hugged and she left, I decided to take a look inside my mailbox. Inside it is one envelope, and it's from Mom and Dad. I was hoping they would write back to me. It made me happy after reading the letter from my parents, knowing that everything's alright over on their end. They even said they'll help me with getting on disability and finding a job when they arrive home. It's a shame I won't be able to see them anytime soon, though. Taking the letter and placing it on the corner of my desk, I pull out a clean sheet of notebook paper to start writing a poem for Yuri. If anything, I really hope I don't have to present this to everyone in the club. Things could get pretty bad if I had to do that. 15 minutes later. Belted that out in no time. Alright, I'll admit I've only been able to write 2 paragraphs. That doesn't sound right. Isn't there another word for that? Anyways, like I said, only 2 paragraphs done. I've been stuck on a line I wrote for a while. Okay, so he's only partway through the process. The whirlwind of feelings that arise. Thing is, I'm not sure what feelings come about from that. I hope I don't get stumped on this for a while. I really want to get this done to show her. An idea comes to mind that makes me think, what if? No, I can't do that. But what if? I know I shouldn't be getting up from my chair and leaving my room, but my curiosity is getting the better of me right now. Throughout the whole walk down the stairs into my kitchen, my mind was screaming at me, don't do this! But it's not like I'm gonna do anything bad. I should be able to stop myself from doing anything stupid. Keyword should. Opening one of the drawers to pull out a kitchen knife and having the blade rest in the palm of my left hand. The weird feeling of power from using one of Yuri's pocket knives a few days ago makes a return, but there's fear mixed into those feelings this time instead of anticipation. It's honestly a little scary. Having the blade gently slide across my palm and fingers doesn't feel too bad, but that's probably not what Yuri was feeling to cause what I saw today. As my mind is still at war with me about what I'm doing, I push my thoughts aside as I gently slide the knife down my arm and have it rest on top of the area where a blood vein is. As it rests there for a bit, I don't quite realize how much pressure I'm applying as my mind is going berserk, screaming things at me. What would your brother say if he saw this? No! Stop it! My eyelids bolting upwards at the sight in front of me, I immediately remove the knife from my arm and toss it away at the counter. On the counter. Blah, blah, blah. Taking a seat at the table to take a look at the mark on my arm, I don't feel anything out of place after running my finger across said mark. I can't imagine how it would have felt had I gone any deeper. I can't help but place my head on the table, feeling a little disappointed with myself as I let out a groan of slight anguish and let my thoughts roam free. Thinking about the skin being separated on Yuri's arm strikes my body with a roaming, sickening uncomfortableness. No. Please don't. The image won't escape my head. Her glistening eyes with a single tear, her troubled frown, her red and yellowed arm, her delicate voice being broken by whimpers of sadness. Getting up and placing both hands on my head, and the image torments me as I head over to the wall that the couch is on and forcefully place my forehead against the wall to try to make the thoughts stop. No. No! Stop it! Not my baby! The pain in my forehead is enough to make me stop and sit down where I'm at, in the middle of my living room floor. The dull, spreading pain and the torturous thought of a helpless Yuri runs through my mind again, to which I forcefully grab my head with both hands and swiftly bring my head to the hardwood floor. I can almost start to feel the tears build up. Please, just stop. My breathing is becoming more forced and frequent. This is too scary. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave her. Knowing this about her, it's bothering me too much. After taking some time to try and calm down and regain control, to fight back tears, I roll over onto my back and gently rub my forehead. I think I can feel a flat spot. Now being too tired to move, I continue to lay down on the floor to breathe freely and relax. To stare at the ceiling and recover to let my mind run free once again. Yuri, I I don't know how to feel. I wish I knew what to do to help. I don't like feeling this way. I regret even thinking about that. Regret. Isn't that what she felt today? She probably felt guilty too. Slowly bringing myself up from the ground, I don't have it in me to act very animated right now. Instead, I bring both my arms up and take a deep breath to continue to regain control of myself. I think I know what to do now. Turning around and walking over to the kitchen, I end up staring at the knife on the counter in front of me with a look of fear, disgust, and disbelief. Feeling my anger slowly rise, I feel like I have to be the one to put it in its place. Literally, it has a drawer that it belongs in. Making sure to be extra careful when grabbing the knife, I put it back in its rightful spot and close the drawer, then make my way back up to my room to finish the poem for her. I really hope this makes her happy. She deserves it. I'm going straight to bed after this. Maybe that'll help these feelings go away.